Here we go. Bye, Felicia. Spin it, spin it, spin it, spin! It's so loud.
Thus did hubris swallow me whole, wrought by my own folly. The void has consumed us all, forsaken by our God. Calamity bears not name nor face, yet draws closer still. Is this the end? Nay, 'tis but the beginning. Our cries shall be heard, but not remembered.
All right. Welcome. How are you guys doing? This is the Chrono Odyssey, and I was so hyped for this game, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat that it needs a lot of work. This is a beta. I get it. It's just a beta, but come on, guys. The amount of hype behind this game and expectations for a dark MMO people have wanted for a long time, and this fit the bill, and it fell really short. But we're gonna take a look. That was some awesome popping. Ugh. More pop in.
Get rid of this mess.
A relic that reverts time. To think we've come this far chasing mere myth.
That's the game audio off like that.
Tails, fucking hell. As if there was another choice. No allies, kin. We've not left to lose.
Soldiers, we move to secure the relic. Ready yourselves. Balder, join me at the front.
All right, so we're going to the front.
Get up! Tis an ambush!
Oh, but we're sleeping on the front, and there's an ambush at the front. All right. And I don't know if you noticed, but at the beginning, it popped into here. Camera's outstanding.
Shit, there's no end! You go first, Captain!
All right, let's get out of here.
We must save the captain and securing the relic.
Gotta go save the captain. I'm not sure if these are just floating circles or it's supposed to be snow. Maybe it's ash. Probably ash. And there's nothing here. Attack that guy. Can't hit him. All right. This is the most UE5 game of all time. Look at the clipping. Like, it's 2025. Can we just have an engine where the cloth isn't clipping through everything? I mean, look, that is... Oh, man, that's not even close. Not... Are we supposed to be in the view of the flare? Is that why it's green? Is that what's going on there?
Still breathing, eh?
Yeah.
To think a little sort like you made it this far.
That's Baldur of Baldur's Gate. And this is me shutting off motion blur. Like, all the way. Slightly better.
To the run!
Wish I could get rid of this silly stuff on the left. Like, why is that still up there? I know basic game controls. Thank you. There's nothing special here.
They're tenacious, so give them that. What must be in the ruins after all?
The combat in this is almost as good as Throne and Liberty. It's... I don't feel like you're hitting anything.
Hold off the void here. You head to the
It's like sound effects that you're hitting something, but you're not really hitting it, and I don't know what that weird blur thing is. Oh, some time dilation. These guys are all frozen for some reason. Yeah, not sure what's going on there. And why are some guys frozen and not other guys frozen? Miss. You can lock in or lock on to targets, but it makes the camera worse. You'll see. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to notice it, kind of like being outside of the game, not playing it. But you know, when you play games, you get sort of tunnel vision, right? And so you're like focused on a sort of single point. At least I do. When you fight this boss, and you'll see it when you lock onto him, your camera has this horrible up angle, like it's locking in as if you're the short guy and he's the tall guy, instead of just sort of keeping the camera level so you can kind of see what's going on, and then you end up clipping through the floor. Also, that right there, that lever, you're going to see this probably in some other reviews, that took like 15 presses of E to get it right. And I was on it, like, in games like, your indicator shouldn't be on screen if you're not in a position to activate, right? So, like, the E would go away. But the E's there, and I'm pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and nothing. So it's like RNG if you're going to get it to activate. Some sweet, weird ghosting. Ooh. We got the rock clock. Okay. Two-handing a short sword. Like it's, yeah, you see here, you see that? Oh, that's nasty. All right, so you can see I'm kind of like at a normal sort of level angle, and then you'll see a little circle when I lock in, and then the angle will shift up. Yep, there it is. So now we're locked into that weird angle, right? Where we got like a 40-degree upward angle and we're clipping through the ground. He's got a pretty cool sword though. Could use, yeah, random cutscene. That is not smooth. Oh, he split his sword in half.
The Void. They have claimed countless worlds. Even so, we still have a chance. The Chronotector is capable of turning back time. I shall return you to the past. Find me there. Bring word that the future has changed.
Yeah. Cool. I could probably just stop the video right there. I mean, it looks great, right? UE5 is a great, like, environment maker. But I feel like so many of the games, or at least a lot of the developers, haven't figured out a way to make the characters that move around in the space look connected to the space. They're always like floating over the top, or the animations don't seem to match the scenery. Like, we got this ultra realistic background and this character model that looks like it was pulled out of a 99-cent asset flip, and that's like a ton of these games. And it's such a bummer when like you've got like a ton of marketing sort of infused into some of these games, and they make these awesome dope trailers, and then you get this. Like, people, when they're like, yeah, well, it's only a beta, it's gonna have problems. This is not a beta. This is like alpha. Like, if I had to like rate betas, like, what was a good beta? Arc Raiders. I wish I could have played the playtest, but that game looks amazing. The gunplay looks great. The soundscape looks awesome. Like, that's a beta. Like, it's 95% there. You know, it's almost, there's some polish. Maybe they gotta add a couple of features here and there or whatever, and unlock some things. But this is a smeared the landscape around. What's he shooting at? Nothing. There's nothing there. He's just locked into some classic NPC animation for no reason. Like, he's not interacting with anything. And the pop-in is terrible. Like, they can't render the bushes more than 8 feet away from you. Oh, and I don't know, yeah, so we're gonna like go clear out some space here. It's like some guys you can fight. There's not really any real direction here. So we're going to town. See, it's all gloomy. And I want to say I don't have like top of the line hardware, but I've got decent hardware, right? I got like a 3080, 1200K, 32 gigs, It's DDR4, but it's running at 4,000 mega transfers. It's on a, you know, Gen 4 SSD, NVMe SSD, and so like, it's decent. But you see this pop in? I see guys with like 4090s getting this pop in, so it's definitely not the hardware. It's UE5 optimization. Just it needs a lot of work. Go get some armor. The character creator is very UE5. Like, I'm just gonna keep repeating that. Like, if you know, you know. Like, they all look the same. The character models all look the same. Like, you can do some silly stuff. I've seen some wild looking characters. Yeah, let's put some gear on. This is pretty generic. I mean, it's clean enough. Easy to understand, I guess. I'm sure there's an option to get rid of this thing on the left-hand side to tell me how to do basic controls on a game, but it should just go away. Doesn't need to be there anymore. Oh yeah, I ignored the light thing because I'm gonna go do whatever this marker is. Also, when you engage with certain quest lines, the markers, if you're not like anywhere near where the marker is at, it won't show up. So even if you like highlight it for tracking, sometimes it just doesn't track. I get my dual swords. The whole reason I went with swordsman, so I can have dual blades. Weird, annoying dialogue skip. Got them all. Yep, we're gonna do dual blades. That means equip. You gotta hit the E button. Hey, look at that. A little bit of a delay. Now we gotta attack them. Yeah, gotta remember, it's been a while since I played an MMO, so don't even bother attacking things unless you're grinding for levels, because you're gonna have to go back there anyway and do it, because there's gonna be some quest line that makes you do it. After playing this, I think I'm done trying to play an MMO. Like, I played WoW 20 years ago, and I enjoyed it a lot. I killed a lot of time in WoW for those first few years, and then I checked out at Kata, and I was done after that. Like, it wasn't fun anymore. You know, boys stopped playing, life changed, and I've come back to a few MMOs, Guild Wars 2, what's Lost Ark? Oh my god. I don't understand. Like, that had like, I think when I loaded that had like overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, and I played a few hours, and I was like, yeah, I don't get it. It wasn't for me. What other ones have I tried playing? Throne of Liberty, I played that with my son, and got through like the first 10 chapters of the story, and it's just not for me anymore. That is not a place in my life where I think I'm going to be exploring anymore. As much as I want games like this to be fun, like, they're very, very cookie cutter, and they promise the moon, and they greatly underdeliver, just over and over and over again. And with as many people developing games as there are these days with all the tools available to everyone, you know, you want to give them a chance, and so you try it out, but they just don't quite get there. You know, it's okay to be honest with your product. You don't have to like gem this up for years and years and then this is what you give us, because it feels like this is probably what you had years ago. I mean, if UE5 is supposed to be so good, why do I have angular fingers? Why are my fingers not round? Like, there were chunks in there. Yay! Pop in, more pop in. And now the lighting. Now you're gonna see the lighting. Everything is so bright. I don't know what's going on with the illumination in this game, but you're gonna see here in a little bit that it pops in and out like crazy. A little bit of fall damage. Yeah, we got this. So this thing is like a map reveal. Kind of a standard mechanic and mildly annoying. Then we're gonna get pop in for, yeah. It's, ugh. Look at that. Look at that frame rate in the menu. There it is. Oh, we made it. We made it, guys. Whew. It's a good thing we uncovered that water. Alright, what's next? Where are we going now? Oh, yeah, we're skipping stuff. Yep, we're skipping stuff. Oh, I'm going to have to go back. Maybe I won't. It'll just be one of those videos. Yeah, so I saw this guy, and I'm sure there's some sort of quest that you see. I locked in, and now I'm clipped through the map. Oh, that is awful. Yeah, so I'm not going to lock in, because I can't see anything if I do that. But then I got to be, you know, careful about what I'm doing. Oh, man. Got knocked over. There is a block mechanic. I don't think there's a parry. So the block will, like, lower the damage you take. Giant Slayer. Oh, sorry, burped. And then we pick up whatever we're picking up here. And that's the group, right? That's the biggest group I saw. And then everyone just sort of, you see that pop it? Look at that. Look at the light. It's just in and out and in and out. Now we're gonna try the hardest boss in the whole demo. Shouldn't exist. So these are singular boss fights, so it's just you by yourself as far as I understand it. Yeah, totally disinterested in whatever she's saying. Leveled up, I guess. We unlocked the Citadel. So from here, we're supposed to go to the Citadel. Unclear. You're not actually supposed to do this. And severely undergeared for this fight. Same camera problem. And he's got like one fly across the arena attack that's AoE that takes out all your life. Alright, so we're finally loaded in. That's great. Ooh. Takes a while to open that door. All right, guys, here we go. Easiest boss in my life. Well, see that little weapon switch up. Yeah. That's how that keeps going. I think I tried it 4 or 5 times. It all goes about the same. So yeah. That's sort of where it ended for me a little later. I think I played this for a couple hours. Gave it my best foot forward. Gave it the old college try, as they say. And then it tells us to go to the Citadel. You touch the Bound Stone. Enter the Citadel by touching a Bound Stone and selecting the Citadel icon on the map. So I thought it was on the map. So I'm up here looking for the Citadel. It's not on the map. It's on the lower left-hand corner. But my eyes are up here, not looking down. And so I think it just wants me to go to the Citadel, like, hurry up and pick it. But no. It's not actually on the map. It's this big circle thing. See? Still not seeing it. It's very obvious to you now, and it's very obvious to me now. But I'm staring up here, looking for something on the map. But I did that, like, Elden Ring thing where it's off to the side. And now we're at the Citadel. See, it went through her hand because it popped in. It's not because she's
Sentinel
like
of Cetera.
phasing through.
Welcome to the Citadel.
They really like that sound effect. The Are you an angel? I feel like they could have done voiceovers for her. She seems like a main fixture in the game. I mean, they have a voice actor for her. Or at least some AI facsimile, I'm not sure. But would it have been that difficult to have her say a few more words? I don't think so. Ooh. Finished. Yeah, now I gotta go take care of the Sentinel. I never do it. I fail. Okay. I guess I just go back to the stone I came from. What's next? What's next on the menu? We gonna go fishing? Maybe we'll save a damsel in distress. Oh. We're gonna get the naked guy on the waterfall. This is by far the best quest I've ever done.
Make haste to the waterfall.
They really gotta do something about that illumination. Oh my goodness. It is bad. There he is. In all his glory. I think at this point I turned the details down from epic to high or very high. Because it just was running bad. Yep. More of this. Wonderful camera angle. Look at it. Let's spin the camera around so I can see what's going on. Yeah, that's... Ain't that something? Look at that hyper-realistic water from 2009. Oh, I walked around because it was kind of unclear where I was going. It was more lefter. than I was going before. Looking for the rope. There it is. Yep. And we're gonna attach the rope to this tree. Pachow! Look at that. And there it is. It's still not near him, by the way. Like, he still has to go up to get to that. And if I can walk up and down the waterfall, I feel like he should be able to walk up and down the waterfall. And then they couldn't animate him walking up. So, cut to black. He walks up. And now he's scared. And we have to wait, like, 5 minutes for him to walk into this bush. Come on. Yep, let's hide in the bush. He's embarrassed, I guess, so we gotta go find his clothes. Let them... Oh, yeah, we're letting the man catch his breath. So we gotta wait. But we can't leave. Oh, hey, he caught his breath. Make a fire? Ah. Make him firewood. Ah, such warmth. As if born anew. Oh. I think that means we can move now. Yep, there's everybody. We phased in and out of time making the firewood. Now we gotta go down to the waterfall and get his clothes. Because for some reason, all his clothes went down the waterfall. I honestly didn't read any of the dialogue, so if you guys want to chime in and go, well, what happened was, feel free. But nobody cares. This is the level of quest giving. And so I'm going to try and jump in the water. I'm pretty sure I take fall damage. Straight to the bottom. I don't know as if I've ever played a game where you can jump in the water and you go straight to the bottom. Usually there's like a splash, and like that's where you can soft land so you don't die. Not in Chrono Odyssey. You're wearing full armor. You don't know how to swim. Straight to the bottom you go. Realism. Oh, see, they're swimming. I think some people swim and other people walk. Oh, hey, we're swimming. No, we're not swimming. And we're swimming. And now we're not swimming. There's no swim mechanic. It just sort of automatically pops in and out. And you press an E a bunch of times to try and pick stuff up. I think sometimes if you want to pick something up, you have to hold E. Get pickaxe for rock. All right, so back up we go. Yeah, see, they don't know what's going on either. Everyone that I saw in the game running back and forth in the same area, trying to figure out like where they kind of need to go, and that's kind of like par for the course for an MMO. Like you're searching for things, but it's not consistent, right? In this game, like where some MMOs kind of let you figure it out, and other ones hold your hand and like it's here, and it's here, and it's here, and it's here. This one can't decide what it wants to do. The rain sounds nice. They did a good job with the rain sound effects. The rocks are wet. As the details of the rocks pop in and out. Alright, let's give him his clothes. You're very welcome. And he disappeared. Oh, there he is. He's a magician. Oh my goodness. Best game ever. Look, I don't know if this game is going to be free to play. I kind of think it's going to be, and I certainly would pay as much money as they're asking for if it's free to play. They said it's not going to be pay to win. Time will tell. Time will tell if they finish this game. I think it's be along the roads of like a Dark Throne of Liberty. I mean, that's about the quality you can expect. I think I've seen some things where people said they straight up just stole assets from New World. I haven't bothered to look and see if there's any validity to that. I mean, people are drawing a lot of parallels between this and New World. Never played. Only ever heard bad things. I mean, it's an MMO, so, you know, as far as toxic communities go, if you say bad things about their favorite MMO, they'll probably dox you or something. I don't know. But this was exhilarating, just picking shrooms. And I have to say, this is my favorite part of the game. The labyrinth. The labyrinths are pretty cool. It's like a puzzle thing. This is probably the most put together mechanic in the whole game. This one's pretty easy. I've seen some videos and trailers of them being quite a bit more complicated, and that looks kind of fun. But that's all there is to it, really. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, this was like a huge disappointment. And yes, I know it's just a beta. I know it's not full release, but I have to say, I played some betas that are in much better shape, and the way the MMO space goes these days, you're probably not going to get a huge turnaround on this product. And I think at this point, that's what we can expect. You know, unless it's just some blowout phenom game, we're going to get a lot of stuff like this, where we get hyped up, it looks super awesome, looks dope, looks like something you want to play, and then you get the, you should have known better. They suckered you in, and you know, that's what you get. Keep your expectations low on this one. I don't know what to tell you. That's it for me, guys. Try it at your own peril. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.